We believe it's essential to keep the evolution of airplanes going. We have to come up with better customer value and keep improving the airplanes. We did that last with the G2, which changed a lot of aspects of the fuselage and some performance. Now with the G3, we have a new wing with a carbon spar. We save about 50 pounds of weight, so extra useful load to the customer. It also has a little bit more accurate aerodynamics, and so that should improve some of the performance of the airplane. In general, I think it's just about refinement, how the TKS panels are longer, how you load the fuel, things on the interior which are improved, all of which just make it a nicer experience for the customer. One of the changes to the airplane is also that it sits about 1.5 inches higher off the ground. It also has slightly higher dihedral in the wing, so the wingtip feels significantly higher. It has the impression of being a bigger airplane. But it is still the same dimensions as the previous airplane. We've always tried to make the interior more and more automotive, more and more comfortable, more refined, and frankly just to meet the expectations of customers today. As pilots, most of us do get the chance to understand why it's so great to be able to fly. We just don't show well to people that are not currently in aviation, and we need to. We need to grow this industry. We need to figure out how to get more people to enjoy what we enjoy. And I think a big part of that is the airplane that people start with. Something like a Cirrus, which is more modern, is a great way to introduce people to aviation. And because it's more automotive-like, it's more familiar, it's less intimidating. They don't have the same reactions that they do to some of the old airplanes that you and I love. My hope, of course, is that after they fly a Cirrus for a while, then they'll think something like a Chipmunk or another older airplane would be a lot of fun. But we do need to recognize that that's not going to attract the general public to our industry to start with. We're working on a personal jet. We don't talk a lot about it yet. It's something that I'm very excited about. The goal of the project as a personal jet is to have an airplane similar to the current Cirrus, but with a turbofan instead of a propeller. It'll fly higher, faster, and further than the current airplane. But the way I always describe it is that it will be the slowest, lowest, shortest range jet you can buy. But the most important characteristic of the airplane will be that it will be easy to operate. And it needs to be easy enough for someone like me to be able to fly. And I'm not a professional pilot. I don't have a multi-engine rating. I'm not interested in flying a really complicated airplane. I want a jet that's easy enough for me. Certainly from our point of view, the future means constant improvement in the airplanes, whether it's the evolution as you're seeing in the SR22 or bringing new airplanes into the lineup. And our hope is that the society in general will embrace personal transportation aircraft and recognize that it's a great way to get around. And as we do that, we'll have healthier airports, healthier flight schools, healthier aviation manufacturers. And this stronger industry, I think, really will be good for economies in general. I mean, this really is a great way to travel.